يروي الإمام مسلم في صحيحه عن عمر رضي الله عنه قال: بينما نحن جلوس عند رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم ذات يوم، اطلع علينا رجل شديد بياض الثياب شديد سواد الشعر، لا يرى عليه أثر السفر ولا يعرفه منا أحد، حتى إذا جلس إلى النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم فقال حتى إذا جلس إلى النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم فأسند ركبتيه إلى ركبتيه ووضع كفيه على فخذيه وقال: يا محمد. Today's hadith is found in the collection of Imam Muslim with an authentic chain of narration, where Umar ibn al-Khattab narrates that while we were sitting with the Prophet ﷺ, a man came upon us. He was wearing extremely white clothes and he had extremely black hair. None of us in the group knew him until he came to the Prophet ﷺ and he sat down facing him, in which then he put his palms on the he put his knees on the Prophet's knees and he put his palms on the Prophet's thighs, and he said, "O Muhammad." So this hadith, everyone knows it. It's called Hadith Jibreel, and it's found in the collection of the Arba'un Nawawiyya of Imam al-Nawawi. And this part specifically, I wanna derive from it the adab or the etiquette of seeking knowledge. So many of us might want to skip, just glance over the first part and just skip to the Islam and Iman and Ihsan and Ashrat, the signs of the Day of Judgment, the important stuff. This whole white black hair, white clothes, what is this about? We'll just skip to the important stuff. However, this contextualization that Umar radiallahu anhu gave us, it's extremely important for the seeker of knowledge, and scholars have derived over 20 benefits from just this contextualization, from how Jibreel alayhi salam approached the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam when he came to seek knowledge. So he says there's a lot, but I'll just try to point out some of the benefits, inshallah. So it says, شديد بياض الثياب شديد سواد الشعر. شديد بياض الثياب, scholars have said that this means that the scholar of knowledge, when he wants to go seek knowledge, when he wants to seek knowledge, he should be wearing tidy, clean clothes. He should be dressed well. When he's going to seek knowledge, he shouldn't be, sweaty and ripped clothes and so on. So that's the first etiquette when seeking knowledge. Second thing he says, شديد سواد الشعر. That means that Jibreel alayhi salam, it alludes to being young. When seeking knowledge, you seek knowledge when you are young, when you are strong, and then that's a journey that keeps going until the day you die. So it doesn't mean that if you haven't started when you're young, that you don't start when you're in your 40s or 50s. No, you always start seeking knowledge, because scholars have said that it's better than the salat al-nafila, than the nafila prayers. But starting young, because knowledge is vast and life is short, so you start when you're young, when you are fresh. شديد سواد الشعر لا يرى عليه أثر السفر ولا يعرف منا أحد. None of the people in the gathering knew Jibreel alayhi salam. So this teaches the student of knowledge that sometimes you're going to have to go to foreign lands, you might have to go to foreign groups, and that's obviously taking you out of your comfort zone. So if I go to a place where I don't know anyone, obviously that's taking out of my comfort zone, and that's something that the seeker of knowledge has to do eventually. And that's where we see a lot of our scholars actually had to travel miles. They had to travel for years in the past to go seek knowledge, and then they come back to their people. And that's a verse alluded to in Surah At-Tawbah, وَلْتَكُنْ مِنْهُمْ طَائِفَةٌ يَتَفَقَّهُ فِي الدِّينِ ليتفقهوا في الدين ولينذروا قومهم إذا رجعوا إليهم. لا يرى عليه أثر ولا يعرفه منا أحد حتى إذا جلس إلى النبي. So he came to the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and he didn't sit in the back leaning his back against the wall. He came up front. He put his knees on the Prophet's knees and his palms on his thighs. So it doesn't mean that we have to do that with our teachers, obviously, but it does say that we have to sit up close, we have to pay attention, give our undivided attention to the teacher when we are seeking knowledge, because that's how knowledge is sought. It's the burden of responsibility is on the student of knowledge, not on the teacher. The teacher will not spoon feed us every single thing, and that's something well known in universities, colleges, and especially when seeking Islamic knowledge. So when you're coming to seek knowledge, and your teacher is the one who's going to help you, he's going to guide you to the important things, but it's your responsibility to prepare and to revise and to ask important questions. So you'll see that he's going to ask, Jibreel alayhi salam is going to ask about Islam, Iman and Ihsan. So that's the important things about the religion. So similarly, when you're seeking knowledge, you should ask about the most important concept, the most important things about the subject that you're studying. حتى إذا وضع كفيه وقال يا محمد, and then he said, "Oh Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam." So here are like these are some of the benefits: being young, wearing tidy clothes, giving the teacher undivided attention, making sure that it's your responsibility, understanding and affirming that it's your responsibility to seek knowledge, and the teacher will not spoon feed every single thing to you. And these are all called adab talab al-ilm, and scholars have wrote a lot of literature in this field, just the etiquettes of seeking knowledge, and that is something vast. And the adab etiquettes are actually part of Islam. It's not something separable. So that's why you'll see, for example, adab al-salah, adab al-wudu, adab al-salah. They're not fiqh. These are etiquettes. These are things that take you to a higher level, make your worship at a greater, it takes it to a greater status, and you get more rewards. And these are all adab that inshallah we all benefit from and apply in our lives. يروي الإمام مسلم في صحيحه عن عمر رضي الله عنه قال: بينما نحن جلوس عند رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم ذات يوم اطلع علينا رجل شديد بياض الثياب شديد سواد الشعر لا يرى عليه أثر السفر ولا يعرفه منا أحد، حتى إذا جلس إلى النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم فأسند ركبتيه إلى ركبتيه ووضع كفيه على فخذه وقال: يا محمد، صدق رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم، سبحانك الله بحمدك، أشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت، أستغفرك وأتوب إليك، والسلام عليكم.
Jazakallah khairan.